Welcome to today's quick lecture on weight loss myths. We're just going to go through some of the most common myths and just tell you they're wrong, because they're wrong. So, today's one is debunking common weight loss. So, first one, carbs are bad for us. No, we know we don't need them for essential health, but they're not bad for us. Overconsumption of anything can be bad or lead to weight gain, but they're not bad. Nothing is inherently bad except for trans fats. Next one. Certain foods can speed up your metabolism. None can. However, if you have drugs, well, drugs can make a big difference. Fat makes us fat. We all know from the fat lecture that is not true. When you're in a calorie surplus, it's the abundance of total food that causes the issue. Next one, I can target weight loss in certain parts of my body. I wish. You doing an endless amount of crunches is not going to give you more weight loss in that area. Yes, it's definitely going to help create abs under the fat and your skin and tissue. However, you're going to have to lose weight to see those abs. So it doesn't matter how many bicep curls you do, how many tricep kickbacks, doesn't matter how many crunches you do, it is not going to make an overall difference to you losing fat in that area. It comes down to the whole of a calorie deficit. It is a stubborn area, and by stubborn it means that it has a little bit less blood flow to the area, and because it has a little bit less blood flow, it is harder to pull the fat from that area. So you have to literally keep going till the body goes, alright, we need to get that stuff out of that area and into the blood to use it for energy. That's essentially what is going to have to happen to lose some of that stubborn fat. Breakfast is the most important for weight loss. No. This has been said so many times, it's ridiculous. Whether you have breakfast at 12 o'clock in the day or 8 o'clock in the day, it's still breakfast. It's the first meal breaking fast. That doesn't matter. Yeah, but it speeds up metabolism. Your metabolism speeds up to burn the food you just put into your body. If you didn't put it up, it wouldn't do anything. But it means that I break down more fat in the day. Calorie deficit. If you're in a calorie deficit, that's all that matters. So, eat whatever you want. Here we go. You can eat as much as you want as long as you exercise. I wish. Still comes down to energy balance. If you exercise 4,000 calories and you eat 5,000 calories, well then you're in a surplus of 1,000 calories. Still comes down to an energy balance equation, unfortunately. Yeah, but I used to when I was a teenager. Yeah, but you also used to balance it very well as a teenager. You did a good amount of exercise, you moved around enough, and you ate enough to compensate and keep yourself in that position. As we often get older, we become a little bit lazier, and for those who are not lazier and continuously exercise, it is not a way to use cardio, it's a way to come in with just terrible eating habits. We'll put it that way. I need to work out every day for hours to lose weight. Nope. No, you do not. No, you do not. Calorie deficit. That's where everything comes from. Calorie deficit. Provided you're in a calorie deficit, you are going to lose weight. You are naturally going to put your body in a position to lose weight. That's just how it's going to be. You can work at it if you want to. You don't have to. It will make you look sexier when you start pulling that fat off, but it's not needed. And common weight loss myths. Starving yourselves can help with weight loss. No, it can't. Because often what often happens from that is people then go into a position of overeating. Because they've been starving themselves or pushing themselves in such calorie-restricted diets that it just drives through binge tendencies. And that's why a restricted diet to the point where it forces you in that position is not good for a person in the long run. Choosing gluten-free is healthier. Oh, if only. If only. It is not. At all. Remember, it's the combination of vegetables and fruits that makes things healthy, and healthy is just a term anyway to use. Just because someone's trying to sell you an overpriced bread does not make it healthier. Food labels with low fat or reduced fat are always the best options. If you're dieting, sure, it could help. However, if you're not getting fat in your diet, that's a problem. You've got to look at it from a scale perspective. Yes, they're good to have if you're looking for a higher protein, less fattening position, but not having no fat in the diet causes just as much problems. So that means that you're going to have to get fat somewhere in the diet, and that's how we look at things. Going vegan or vegetarian will help you lose weight. No. So, usually when they come into studies on how this is done, they go, yes, but the people who are vegetarian and who are vegetarian often lose more weight than their carnivores or their subsequent parts that eat crappy. So the reason why in the research this occurs and why we see this correlation is because the majority of people who are vegan or vegetarian, the majority, when I'm saying majority, I'm meaning most of them, are health-seeking. So they actually have health-seeking behaviors, which is like going out and running, exercising, ensuring they don't drink too much, ensuring they don't smoke too much. Now, this is not everyone, but most. Where when they compare against their counterparts who eat meat, fish, and all the likes of that, often don't. So there's quite a discrepancy. When you take the two coincide together, and the same type of vegetarians is the same as their carnivore friends, doesn't change. Calorie deficit does the work. It also doesn't actually mean you can lose weight quicker either. Majority of people believe that going from a carnivore to a vegetarian diet, that automatically you can start losing weight until they start to realize that their same eating habits that they had when they were eating the likes of meat and fish are carried over to when they go vegetarian or vegan. So instead of fixing the nutritional habits that they had, they bring them over to a new diet or new regime and carry the same thing forward, and thus end up having a little bit of an issue and then freak out and binge again. So if you're going to do it for the consciousness of health, it's not actually making you healthier. There we go. And it's also not going to help you lose weight. Now, if you happen to be someone who is terribly under eating their veg, as well as fiber, as well as fruit, well then yes, it will help you in one sense. But it definitely does not help you lose extra weight. Another one, you have to give up all foods you enjoy in order to lose weight. You really, really do not. That's the key. But it comes down to form a compromise. That's what I like talking about. It's what are you willing to give up to get to your goals? If you want to have takeaway and still get to your goals, by all means, you can have takeaways and lose weight. If you want to eat ice cream every freaking day and lose weight, you can. And that's the beauty of it. You physically can eat ice cream every single day and lose weight. Is it going to be necessary for overall health? Is it going to help? Not really. You will get healthier to a point as you lose weight, and then it's going to bottom out. And then the last one comes into fad diets can help me lose weight faster. It's a faster way to lose money, sure. It seems like you're losing weight quicker, but the very thing is fad diets usually come with a extreme price you pay, and that is in cash and in health. So detoxing, juicing, and all the likes of that is robbing your body with the ability of actual calories. So what you do is you water diet, lemon diet, all these things. You're cutting all minerals, nutrients, and vitamins out of the body like this. Drop all the water weight, so it looks like you're losing weight, but you haven't yet. You sustain that for 30, 40 days, so you're going to start losing weight, and it's going to start getting what you want. However, it comes down into the practices and habits that are formed by doing this. That means you're always going to heavily restrict, and then when you come off it, you're going to heavily binge. Then there's also the issues of some of the MLM products, cause toxicity to liver, as well as the kidneys, which is not something you want either. It also comes down to the perception and the relationship you have with food, and doing these often destroy that. So it's always a cautious thing. You should probably not go down and probably stay far, 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 far away. Wrapping it up. Be wary of the nutrition info you see on social media. It is something that is rife with absolutely absurdity and nonsense, which half of them should be shot full, coming up with things that often do more damage than they truly fix. And I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to some of these things, Yes, you get a momentary loss in weight from a lot of water or glycogen depletion, so the carbs remove it from your body, and people believe that, but then starts setting in terrible nutritional behaviors that often take years to undo. And that's something you've definitely got to think about. Question where the facts are coming from is going to be the biggest thing. Like, where are they actually coming from? And doctors are not qualified in nutrition. Let's put it out there. They're not nutritionists. They're not dietitians. They have no background in nutrition. So if a doctor's telling you should start poking yourself with insulin and that carbs are the bad thing, guarantee you he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because he's making money off your ass. And when in doubt, always ask an expert. So look for qualified nutritionists, make sure they know what they're talking about, and you can often tell by the things that they try to promote, things they try to claim, or even go to a dietitian. Always be willing to fact check, always be willing to look for more information, and then once you have that, you're in an ability or in a position to make better change within yourself as well as in the people around you. Thanks for listening.